friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. New vehicle to me, old customer. This customer has Tacoma, that classic from around the year 2000. She puts a lot of miles on her, travels, use her a lot. She said, I don't like putting so many miles on her, I love the Taco so much. I decided to buy a gas saver. We'll have a secondary car for driving A to B errands and so on. The second gen is famous for being reliable, and guess what? I found this locally on Craigslist and it has only 100,000 miles on the odometer. So the guy who had it, he's the first owner, or he was first owner, and he had it always in garage, so it's in extremely great shape, and I got so excited about it. It will be great, it should work excellent, and I want to book with you inspection, after purchase inspection, so you can go through it, tell me what needs to be maintained and so on. Of course, in every single time when this happens, I think, well, why you didn't get inspection before purchasing it, correct? Why you will skip that? So look, everything is in beautiful shape. However, this has a weird squeal when you are opening, and it doesn't close correctly. Did you see that bounce? So it's already something off. This is first time in my life I see Prius which will not close. This one keeps bouncing. I brought it her up. I already brought it up to her when we were in the parking lot. She's a very nice person. I worked for her in past, so we spent quite a lot talking about this Prius. I was showing her where the aux battery is inside in the trunk, teaching her how to jump it in the case she will have a problem, right? That's a weakness, that small 12-volt aux battery. It's basically the only weakness of this generation. Other than that, these were bulletproof Priuses which made Toyota so famous and so successful in the hybrid technology. Rims look brand new, except there is a surface rust underneath the paint, but they really look like brand new, at least in the parking lot when we were walking around. So she bought it used. Well, we walked towards the vehicle and I said, why the heck it has a carbon fiber hood? And unfortunately she said, oh, the vehicle was in small Fender Bender, but the guy is very meticulous guy. He fixed it himself and he did everything professionally and everything is beautiful. So I asked, so what was replaced? And as we are standing right here, I can see entire fender repainted or replaced. This is different kind of grille, that's not correct. Both headlights are brand new, so these were replaced. Mind you, the hood was still closed, right? We are in parking lot. I see a huge orange peel on this fender. It's a very bad paint job. It looks okay from very far distance. It's matching the vehicle. I'm sure you cannot see the difference, but under certain angle it has a huge orange peel. Now that is on the other side too. Huge orange peel. She didn't know that. It's only us who work on the cars, who maybe painted 5 or 10 cars like I did in the past. I still have even the paint guns. I have 2 different guns, professional to paint. So I did it a little bit in the past. I'm looking, this is new. And not, she said, oh, this is new. I'm like, not only that, this is new, and that has a correct paint. That doesn't have orange peel. Now the radiator is new. And that was basically after we opened the hood in the parking lot. I see this is misaligned completely, so it's not even installed correctly. I grabbed this, the inverter is not fully seated. Here is missing part of the intake. She was like, yeah, where is it going? Well, I'm like, there's missing part. This was completely bent sideways. I already bent the bracket by the hand. Apparently the guy was recharging the AC. Well, this is AC, so there will be question if it's leaking. And now I really started to being skeptical, but I kept my mouth shut because she is full of enthusiasm, she's happy. So I said, I hope at the end of inspection I will say congratulations, this is keeper, and so on. Then I start seeing details how this carbon hood is installed. That washer is actually inside of the large hole. Somebody used a nice expensive bolt. They look like stainless steel, these bolts. But it's misaligned because the person doesn't know how to work on the Priuses. Aha, look, there is bracket missing completely right here. That's what it is. There is a bracket which is normally in the way of the pump, the aux pump for the inverter. That's missing because normally we have to remove that bracket. It's mounted here and on the two bolts right here. Now I remember, I see it. Here are the hood stoppers. Two hot stoppers are missing also here, right? So personally, I can already tell you my opinion if I will buy it or not. Personally, I will never buy a vehicle like that, and I will work hard to record it, even if I have to change camera, but I will try to zoom on it. So, inverter, fuse box I set, and there is a body here, which was welded together, multiple layers of the metal. And because this crash was not Fender Bender, that's a lie, it got hit really hard in the front. The body metals completely separated from each other. So I will be zooming, focusing and zooming inside of this area, and you probably see it right in center of the screen already. There are 3 layers of the metal which are ripped apart, completely separated. And in my opinion, humble opinion, and I'm not the body person, this should be either repaired correctly or junked. Look at it. Thank you, camera. Sony camera with a new lens. I bought a really expensive zoom lens. What is it for you enthusiasts? It's a Sony FEPZ. It's a power zoom 1635G. So we have, thanks to you, new lens. Hallelujah. We have a great picture right here. Do you see that, guys? Ripped into pieces, split. This is absolutely not acceptable. What do you think about it? Do you have experience buying cars which are separated, the metal is separated? And that's a part which holds. It's not some kind of little liner, fender liner made of plastic. This is important part of the body. The car drives normally. I started with test drive. It drives normally. It doesn't have a feels, different feels. It's just the whole front is replaced. And interestingly, trunk doesn't want to close normally, but might be adjustment. But you know what? Everything is connected. Everything matters. Before raising her up and discovering this, it makes me go backwards. I started inspection here and I didn't see that it's the same way here. The metal parts are ripped apart. Focus on that wire. So we said there is missing intake, but focus on the metal underneath the wire. This entire area is split and ripped in the pieces too. It's ripped apart. I can probably stick a screwdriver in the area where the metals should be welded together. Look at this tool, Craftsman hook, and I can easily put it there. Look at that. It goes all the way in. I can enter it. This is all separated. The frame is basically separated. This is hardcore. It's becoming obvious this vehicle should be returned to the seller. So I will stop right here and go back to my work. Just check the brakes and so on, do the recommendations. But when I will talk to her, if it was me, I will not buy it, number one, 100%. Number two, if my wife brought it home, she bought it for me as a surprise, I will go back and return it to the seller with every single picture documented how bad the damage is. Still, it was not fixed. Some of stuff was fixed, but some of the important stuff is still in the pieces. Well, I'm not insurance adjuster, but from what I know and what I see, I will say that they will total this vehicle if they saw it. I hope you find this video interesting and entertaining, and we can learn from hers mistake. Always do the pre-purchase inspection. Have a lift. Have a tech who works on that brand. Doesn't matter, you buy BMW, Mercedes, Volvo, whatever is it, Chevy. Get it inspected, ideally with specialists who knows how the things look like and what is supposed to be where. Because normal shop who doesn't work on Priuses will miss probably half of the stuff which is misaligned or missing. So thank you for watching and have a great day, my friend.